Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everybody to season number 1 of the NRSL Mello Yello series. As we are here for the second leg of the triple header at Daytona International Speedway for Speed Weeks. As we already had the truck race, and what a race it was here in that event, and we expect to see the duplicate of that here today for 20 laps today in this Xfinity race we're having here today, Mello Yello series as it were. So 20 laps of distance in the trucks and 20 in the Mello Yello Series race, and we'll have 30 for the Daytona 500 for the Casual GTX Cup Series as well. But today we are here for the running of the Goodys 300 Mello Yello Series race at Daytona National Speedway, as we are set to go racing here today at Daytona. And we have veterans on the front row for today's event here at over 197 miles an hour. Let's get the starting line for this event. At 197 miles an hour on the pole, in the number 60 Winn-Dixie Ford Taurus body car, it is Joshua Osborne. He's on the pole for today's event, the defending series champion of the Casual GTX Cup Series. He'll be going for a 2 in a row this season as well. He'll be alongside Kyle Matthews, number 44 Shell Pontiac. He'll be alongside. Row 2 has the number 7 Geico Chevrolet. It's Benjamin Miles. He's on the inside of the second row. He'll be alongside the number 93 Amico Ultimate Pontiac. It is Matt McIntyre. He's on the outside. Row 3 has the number 22 Discount Tire Dodge of Johnny Gardner. He's on the inside of the third row. He'll be alongside Chris Morgan, number 63 Lysol Pontiac. Next row down is row number 4 has Phil Parker, the number 17 DeWalt Ford. He'll be DeWalt Chevrolet, excuse me. He'll be alongside the number 36 Stanley Tools Pontiac of Luis Hernandez. He's on the outside. Row number 5 is Chelsea Bowles in the Verizon Dodge car number 12, and she'll be alongside the number 00 Aquafresh Pontiac of Emmanuel Hartnett. He's on the outside. Andrew Davis has the inside of the 6th row in the number 87 Bell South Mobility Chevrolet. He'll be alongside Ryan George, number 24 Pepsi Chevrolet. Next row down has the number 45 Spree Chevrolet of Zachary Fitzwater. He's on the inside. He'll be alongside the number 62 South Point Chevrolet of Joshua Sakuli. He's on the outside. Next row down has the number 72 Detroit Gasket Chevrolet of Daniel Olson. He's on the inside of that row. He'll be flanked by the number 13 Mark I Electric Ford. Here, reunited with the Jennifer Jo Cobb Racing Team, it's Joshua Collard. He's on the outside in that team. He's won championships with that team before in the old Castrol Edge Nationwide Series. Then it's Dylan Young in the Great Clips Toyota car number 38 on the inside of the next row. He's in the Jason Leffler scheme. Rest in peace, left turn. He'll be alongside the number 88 Navy Chevrolet of Chris Dodd, one of the few Brad Keselowski cars in the field. Then it's Paul Minnick in the number 10 Nestle Nesquik Chevrolet. He'll be alongside the number 33 Ream Chevrolet of Jonathan Zorlin. He's on the outside. Next row down, Kev Shearer, the number 14 Navy Chevrolet, one of the 2 Navy cars in the field. He'll be flanked by Quentin Moore, the number 89 Racing for Jesus Chevrolet. Quentin Moore, of course, the big Morgan Shepherd fan. Next row down has the number 5 Delphi Chevrolet of John Arndt. He'll be alongside the number 20 GameStop Toyota, excuse me, of Nick Gunther. He's on the outside. Next row down has Matt Haas, number 37 Timberwolf Pontiac. He'll be alongside Super Shears, Dougie Shears, number 23 Stacker 2 Chevrolet. Then it's Cole Deaver, the number 3 AC Delco Chevrolet, and he'll be flanked by the number 18 MB&A Pontiac of Jordan Anderson. He's on the outside. Then it's Andrew Perry, the number 66 Duraflame Dodge. He'll be alongside the number 29 Phillips 66 Chevrolet of Trace Williams.
Drivers, start your engines!
Commands have given the party instructions of racing here today at Daytona. Next row down has the number 94 New Holland Ford of Jessica Shelton. She's on the inside, and she'll be alongside number 00 Aaron's Dream Machine Toyota of Dunlop Prad. Then it's Michael Turner, number 43 Toyota He'll be alongside the number 2 AC Delco Chevrolet of Zach Flickinger. Then it's JT Bryant in the next row down, and number 1 DeWalt Chevrolet. He'll be outside of the Castrol GTX Chevrolet of William Brock. Then it's Charles Sanford and Jesse Turner in the next row, and then starting shotgun is Chris Dallerton in the number 32 Kleenex Chevrolet. 24 Chevrolet, 7 Pontiacs, 4 Fords, 3 Dodges, and 3 Fords is the field for today's race at Daytona. 5 manufacturers represented here today, and we know, of course, who the car of choice is in this field. Pace car is on the pit road. A green flag waves, being led in the hand of Joshua Osborne, and let's go racing at Daytona. And already going 3 wide for the lead here. Benjamin Miles, car number 7, dips down and he has the lead. Takes it from Osborne and Matthews both. Coming from his 3rd starting position as they come down to turn number 2. 20 laps of distance here today, as we said. It'll be 30 for the Castrol GTX Cup Series for the Daytona 500. But right now it's the Goodys 300 Mello Yello Series race as Benjamin Miles leads him down. Johnny Gardner going in 2nd position now, being helped by Phil Parker in car number 17. Speed Shot. And Benjamin Miles leads the first lap in this race here. The first lap tied at 168.964 miles an hour. But don't get used to this pace. They're going to be much faster when they go down across the finish line the second time. And we already seen speeds of over 190 miles an hour as the front 4 is broken away. Chelsea Bowles is the tail end of that pack. Now Andrew Davis breaks out from that pack in 87. And Chelsea Bowles goes inside as we watch Zachary Fitzwater and Joshua Osborne go at it for the, I think that's for 6th position. Phil Parker caught on the outside in number 17 as they come out of turn number 4. Benjamin Miles trying to lead the second lap of this race. Johnny Gardner with the help of Chelsea Bowles. Nope. Bowles goes inside of Gardner now for position. Second lap for Benjamin Miles, 194.284 miles an hour as we now see Johnny Gardner go up the track now. Daniel Olson breaks away from the pack in number 72. Now Dylan Young now tries to break away from it as well. As they try to form a second line to the inside lane, Andrew Davis now to lead that pack will lead that line in number 87 as he gets by Chelsea Bowles, and nobody's been able to pass Benjamin Miles just yet in that 7 car. He's done very well keeping that lead so far. Off corner number 4 they come here. Miles leads the race. Davis in 2nd position. 3rd is Chelsea Bowles. 4th now, battling for 4th, is Zachary Fitzwater and Phil Parker. And now they form double file lines now as they come down off turn number 2. Paul Minnick doesn't know he wants to go with in that 10 car in a Nesquik Chevrolet. As now Kev Shearer now holds the inside lane, leading the inside lane on the second pack, which is now closing in on the first pack right now. Joshua Collard behind him, reunited with the Jennifer Joe Cobb team, as we said. Number 13, the Mark 1 Ford. The last time we saw that kind of a car, I should say, in any series, it was a Mustang body, but now it's a Ford Fusion body car. It's a 2010 Ford he's driving. But boys, so far nobody's been able to pass Benjamin Miles right now in a 7 car. He's led the first 4 laps of this race. Usually at Daytona you see a whole lot of passing for the lead change wise, that is. And we may have possibly had a lead change possibly. I don't know. Yet we're gonna have one possibly. Chelsea Bowles to the inside for the lead. And she will lead the lap. Chelsea Bowles, car number 12. And here comes the 72, Daniel Olson going to the inside lane. Joshua Osborne now following Olson in the 60 car. This is Joshua Osborne's first time in a Ford Taurus body car. He has a Taurus and a Thunderbird in the trailer. He actually tested the Thunderbird on this racetrack. It tested okay, but it figures the Thunderbird, but figures the Taurus would be far superior in aerodynamics, and it's showing right now. Won the pole for today's event. Yet to lead a lap, though, however. That is a 1999 Ford Taurus he's driving, by the way. As we said, has a 97 Thunderbird in the trailer as a backup car. He probably will run on the short tracks and on the road courses this season. Chris Dodd, number 88, goes into third position, the defending Casual GTX Daytona 500 champ. Cab Shearer and Joshua Card making his way through the pack right there. With the help of Matt Haas in 37. There he is. Yeah, there he is right there. Matt Haas driving the only 2003 Pontiac in the field. It's got that kick out on the nose in that machine and doing very well right now. One of the, as we said, one of the few Pontiacs in the field, as we said before here. And as I said, Matt Haas driving one of 7 Pontiacs in the field, I should say. I didn't know for sure how many there were in this field, but anyway. But right now, Collard's stuck up the middle of the racetrack right now. Emmanuel Hartnett, number 60, goes to lead. Osborne led the last time by. And Chelsea Bowles remaining in second position in the 12 car. Cav Shear trying for third inside of Osborne, with Matt Haas shoving him. Johnny Gardner, Cole Deemer now making his way through the field. Along with the 94, Jessica Shelton, Michael Turner in 43, the 2 of Zach Flickinger, who won the Truck Series race. Flickinger trying to go for the 2 in a row at Daytona. Chris Stollerton right behind in number 32, going for that third in the 32 car. Benjamin Miles, who led early in the event, though, he has now shoveled back just a slight to come out of turn number 2. Bowles now takes the lead in car number 12. And now Flickinger falls inside now, but falls in front of Chris Stollerton. 29, Trace Williams in the Phillips 66 Pontiac, or Phillips 66 Chevrolet. Kyle Matthews following back in 44. He started outside pole for today's event. 24 car, Ryan George, part of the only car out of the Jeff Gordon Ray Evernham stable. He's got a Pepsi car this season and a DuPont car this season, believe it or not, but it's not the DuPont car you might expect, though, if you are familiar with any of Jeff Gordon's cars. And that is a 2000 Chevrolet he's driving here. In fact, it was also the very same car I think they auctioned off at the Barrett Jackson auction, I think, one time, too. I think either earlier in 2016 or late 2015, I can't remember, but right now Emmanuel Hartnett leads there. Second now is the Team Gardner cars, Johnny Gardner and Chelsea Bowles. Second and third, teammates hooked up. Both getting their cars from Penske Racing, but right now Cole Deaver wants to break that draft as Bowles goes up the track. Now Deaver goes into third position. Jessica Shelton wants to follow through in the 94 car, driving the number 94 New Holland car. That is actually a car owned by Bill Elliott. Of course, if you know Jess, a huge Bill Elliott, Chase Elliott fan, and would love to get a Daytona win on her mantle as well. She has won, I believe, in what's now the Marvel Studios Cup Series. That's Levi McIntyre series. But one race that she would like to get is the Daytona 500 title. She will have that chance in the Casual GTX Cup Series as well. And just missed getting it last season to Chris Dodd, but right now Emmanuel Hartnett has led this race for quite a while right now in the number 94 and number 00. But here comes Chelsea Bowles. Car number 12 to the inside. Bowles was last season's Rookie of the Year in the Casual GTX Cup Series. And look at her right there side by side with Hartnett. Shelton doesn't know who to go with. She goes with Hartnett in 00. That could be the push that he could get to lead that lap. And yes, he does lead the lap. So Bowles fails to keep Hartnett from leading a lap. And right now here comes Flickinger trying to help the 12 car. And where did Chris Dollerton come from in that 32 car? The third car in line now. And we are already down to 8 laps to go at the moment here at Daytona. It's going to be the part where, as Kenny Rogers says, he's got to know when to hold him and know when to fold him. And the chips are down definitely right now. And when you get down these final 10 laps, anything can happen. But right now it's Dodge leading, Chevrolet and Pontiac side by side behind. Then behind that, Chevrolet and Ford. And now Chelsea Bowles finally does get the lead. And Flickinger now right there behind. As we said, Flickinger won the truck race. He is going for an Xfinity win now. As they go down through the first and second turns here, Dollerton right there behind. And where did Quentin Moore come from in car 89? He's now suddenly making his way through the field right now in the 89 car, a big Morgan Shepherd fan, and he's driving a Morgan Shepherd car. No surprise anyway at this race. And Dollerton goes on the track, almost sideswipes Shelton, and now here comes Moore for the inside, dips down both of them and takes position. But now Moore goes up the track right now, and no sooner he makes his way up to the front, he's about to slide backwards now. Bowles has the lead now in car number 12. These Xfinity cars very much hard to pass, as we're seeing here on the plate tracks right there. Kyle Matthews, 44 to the inside. He was up in contention in the truck race as well. He hopes to get in contention to win here at Daytona, and he now makes his way up to third spot now. Car 44, the Shell Pontiac. That is a 1998 Tony Stewart car he's driving, and here comes Hartnett. That's the inside of the 00. Emmanuel Hartnett has the lead right now. Car 00, the Aquafresh Pontiac. That is the Buckshot Jones car he's driving. And here comes Matthews. He's got the help from Phil Parker in car number 17. Phil Parker, a newcomer to NR competition, but you would not think so. He is running up there. As we said, Parker's one of those guys along with Matt Haas, one of the guys to watch here this series. He is doing super right now, and here comes Benjamin Miles in the 7 car. He led the first few laps of this race. Got shuffled back, and now he wants to take the lead. Four laps to go. Emmanuel Hartnett out in front. Second, Phil Parker. Third, Benjamin Miles. Kyle Matthews running in fourth. Matthews in the Casualty X Cup race will be driving for Hendrick Motorsports in the number 5 Terry Labonte colors. Benjamin Miles looking low in number 7. Two Chevrolet sandwiched in between two Pontiacs, and one guy we haven't talked about at all in it, Blue 74, Charles Sanford. He almost won the truck race. He wants to get an Xfinity win. So too does the one of JT Bryant, 99, Dunn LaPrade, 72, Daniel Olson. A certain NASCAR legend said it best, the best you can do on any given day is put yourself in position to win. And circumstances will dictate the outcome, and I think we're seeing that right now. Four car breakaway, 3 wide right behind him. Backstretch now. Hartnett has to leave, but here comes that 7, Benjamin Miles to the inside. Who goes with who? Here, Matthews goes with Miles. And Parker will try to help Hartnett. And we see that incredible suck-up right there up to in the draft that Matthews experiences by getting behind that 7 machine. 2 laps to go. Will it be? Will it be Miles? Will it be Hartnett? Will it be Matthews? Or will it be Parker? Or could any of those guys behind him get a run? Now you got the Walt cars side by side, JT Bryant and Phil Parker. And look at JT Bryant going in that one car. That's a 95 Monte Carlo he's driving. Jordan Anderson, 18, goes inside. He tried to make it 3 wide. Here comes Matthews. Matthews might be screwed. No. Matthews throws the block. Matthews says, over my dead body, you're going to get that position as they come out start-finish line. The white flag is going to be waving. 1 lap to go at Daytona. Who's it going to be in the Goodies 300? Here we go. Benjamin Miles out in front. Second, Kyle Matthews. Where will Kyle Matthews make the move on that final lap? If he does make a move. Backstretch now. What are they going to do? Miles out in front. Matthews. He's got the help. He could have the help from the 18 of Jordan Anderson. No action taken just yet. Davis goes in the 4th position now. JT Bryant battling now for that 5th position with Dunn LaPrade as they come out turn number 4. Nobody making a move on that 7 of Benjamin Miles. Matthews goes inside. Nothing doing. Benjamin Miles wins the Goodies 300 at Daytona. Benjamin Miles, car number 7, the Geico Chevrolet, takes home the victory at Daytona. Kyle Matthews comes home in 2nd position. 3rd will go to Jordan Anderson. 4th to Andrew Davis. And JT Bryant just nipped Dunn LaPrade for that number 5 spot. So average speed, 192.743. We gave you the top 5. Dunn LaPrade comes from 6th position. Emmanuel Hartnett, gotta take your head off to him though. He here finished in 7th position. He looked like he might have had that shot at winning this race, but fell back late in the going. Jonathan Zorlin finishes in the 8th position. 9th, Phil Parker. 10th, Joshua Sakuli. Charles Sanford comes home 11th. 12th, Jessica Shelton. 13th was Daniel Olson. 14th, Nick Gunther. 15th, Dougie Shears. Dylan Young, 16th. 17th, Matt McIntyre. Luis Hernandez, 18th. 19th was Ryan George. And 20th was Matt Haas. And in this field, 21st, after being up there most of the race, Chelsea Bowles got shuffled back to 21st. 22nd, Michael Turner. Kev Shear, 23rd. 24th was Zach Flickinger. 25th, Cole Deaver. Quentin Moore, Paul Minnick, and Trace Williams rounds out the top 28. And rounding out the field here, John Arndt, 29th. Chris Dollerton, 30th. 31st, Zachary Fitzwater. 31st, or 32nd, excuse me, was Johnny Gardner. He was up there most of the race as well. Andrew Perry wasn't much of a factor, finishing 33rd. Pole sitter Joshua Osborne comes home 34th. 35th, William Brock. 36th, Joshua Collard. 37th, Chris Dodd. 38th, Chris Morgan. And rounding out the field, Jesse Turner in number 34 comes home in last place, unfortunately for him. But the day belongs to Benjamin Miles, car number 7, the Geico Chevrolet. A wild last few laps in this race, but he survives the action and takes home a Daytona victory here in the number 7 Geico Chevrolet. Going to be a good race this season here in the Xfinity Series, in Mello Yello Series, I should say. So with that said here, and coming up next on the NRSL Sports Channel, the Great American Race, the Daytona 500 for the Castrol GTX Cup Series. It'll be on the NRSL Sports Channel. But for now, the next stop on the tour will be at Rockingham, at the Rock, on that 1 mile racetrack over there. And this is James Qualls. This is a production of the NRSL.